Hello guys, how are you today? I am back here with in ESO. Now I'm not going to be using this character, but I wanted to introduce you to her. She is one of the many children of Abner Tharn, and another Imperial because I love my Imperials. So I am working on a house that she sponsors, I guess. Now, I've actually got a couple of places for her. I've got one in Leyawen. I've got the Panther Fang castle, which needs a ton of work. I've barely got started on that. I have the idea for that, and I've moved some things in and made myself a big old mess, right? That's as far as I've gotten with that one. But this one, the Sweetwater Cascade, I did a recording of this about a year ago, and I love this house. And then of course, cancer and all the rest of it hit my life, and everything changed. And I haven't been in the game. I found out that my records for trading and stuff like that on a mod I use was like 227 days behind. It had been that long. Oh my goodness, it's painful. So this is Sweetwater Cascade or Aqueduct Villa. They call it that because look at the view back here between all the junk I have all over the place. Let's make sure I'm in a nice quiet chat so there aren't things popping up. Yeah, the view is beautiful, and of course it is nighttime because I want to record and it's dark and dim and the colors aren't great, of course. Now forgive the stuff laying around all over the place. I'm turning this into an artist colony sponsored by Alessia. So she's some rich Imperial that's managed to hang on to her money. And there's her dad, of course, gonna have a bust of her dad. And there's the old home, the lovely Heartland in Cyrodiil there. There's Leyawen, which is where she actually lives now. And here's another of Leyawen. So it's a mess. And this has all got to be moved. I put this stuff here yesterday and I dreamt about it at night as I do and went, oh, I know what to do with that. And this is not it. So when you walk in, there will be this main gallery where you can see a lot of the paintings that have been done by students here. I'm going to put as many of my assistants in as I can, whichever, I don't know. Where are we? They're under what? What are they under? Upgrade? No, appearance, furnishings. Are they not under furnishings? General storage. House guests. Here we go. I don't know who I'm actually going to be able to use for all this, but I figured there's got to be a few of them, and I'll have them in as artists, and I'll be having them stand around different places and whatever. I want to make it feel as busy as I can. Let's put it that way. So this will be a main, you walk in and you're greeted and people can show you around or whatever. So like I said, very much a work in progress, but it's coming along. So we've got some housing, some landscapes here. We got a collection of still lifes over here. Some more still lifes, flowers, lots of lovely flowers. A couple of beautiful places with castles and cathedrals. That looks, yeah, that's pretty. I do love these places. It is such a nice house. Now this room, I think I'm going to make this the pottery room. And all of these guys are going to get moved upstairs into a bigger space. I've got so many tapestries and they are so huge, and this room just did not work out for it. Let's get rid of some things so you can see stuff better. So yeah, I mean, well, I'll try to, I've got the old loom from the Clockwork. I've got this new one, which I think is just beautiful. But, these can be very artistic as well. I do have more carpets and things like that to haul in. So I'll be moving that upstairs and probably making this into the pottery room pretty soon here. So we've got some of these little statues, of course. All that's good. A couple of portraits up there. Yeah, like I said, still kind of a mess. So I'll make that into a pottery room. This is where, you get some painting classes. So we've got a couple of paintings here that aren't completed yet, as you do. We've got color over here. Now this one, I think I need another one of these. I'm going to put one of these in with the tapestry stuff, especially with the rags and stuff hanging over. But I thought just as a place where people are, creating new paints and colors and things like that. And I'm going to make one of these little palette things and pots and put them on this so it looks like that's where we're perhaps testing out new colors or something. I don't know. But at any rate, and it's just, man, the minute I saw this place, I don't know, I had a few ideas fly through my head and very early, and I thought artist colony, and it's just been sitting with me ever since. And I want to make it very artsy. Now, a couple of these rooms are going to be like dorms. I'll have maybe 3 beds or something in them, and try to, you know, pack a few artists in who actually live here. Another one of these may turn into a classroom, perhaps. Or some sort of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a workshop type room, that kind of thing. I'm thinking I'm going to put the tapestry stuff in this little alcove here. That will be the tapestry workshop. I'm going to sit it right back there because it's a nice big space. It's got those big vaulted ceilings, and I'll be able to hang perhaps a couple of bigger tapestries. And then I can, you know, hang them out here as well. We can spill over into some other fun stuff with that. Over here I've got a classroom. You've got to learn art history and theory of color and all sorts of things like that. So we've got a teacher can sit here with all the things. And then, you know, it's a small place. We don't have a bunch of students take, you know, we don't have like 30 people at a time. This is very posh. These chests kicking around were just basically to get them out of my way. I was tripping over them, and I don't think that's going to last for very long, but there you go. And of course outside, I want stained glass, and they're big. They're really, really big. So we've got a few more big paintings. I want some statuary, of course. We've got to have some sculptures in the place. And it's going to be a place where people live, so that, you know, I'm going to use the basement for a kitchen, dining area, a place for bathing and all that sort of thing. I thought this beautiful cloistered walkway sort of thing here, I thought this would be a nice place to have the stained glass displayed. I'm not sure how exactly, but I feel like this is where I want it. I want it out here someplace. I want to plant a lot more. I want to turn these fountains, take the ones in the front, combine them with these, and I want to make that some sort of actual sculpture in its own right. I want to take the fountains and do something with them that makes it a piece of art, and not just a bunch of pillars lined up with water coming out of them. So yeah, you can see the view over here. Just outstanding. Oh, I love this house so much. If I could buy more than one of these, I can. I have 3 accounts. I want to buy another one of these and do something else with it, because I thought it'd make a great family home too, right? All those bedrooms, you could have tons of kids running around, and, you know, that kind of a thing. But so what do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these columns, the fountain in the center, and in the front, I wasn't sure what to do about the stuff in front. I want it to feel lived in. I want the outside to have places where people are sitting or having a barbecue or just hanging around, and I want it to feel artsy. I want to have, you know, random things in random places. It's still very formal, but a lot of that was like that when I moved in, right? So we'll be changing that up, but yeah, so you can see how big the stained glass is there, and I do have a lot of sculpture that needs changing. So we've got 6 pillars in the central fountain. Back here we've got things that look like 4 bird baths, basically, in the central fountain. And yeah, and I own a bunch more fountains too. I bought a pile of them one day, but I either in the back or in the front, I don't know which one, but I want the fountain to feel like a work of art in itself, not just something like this lined up. So I don't know what that's going to mean yet. I've got some vague ideas in the back of my head kicking around, but yeah, we will see. And I've just got stuff. I've been dumping things over here for a while. You know what? Let's go try to oh, and we've got to have an imperial statue, of course, because this lady loves her country, and she loves her background and her heritage and her family, and she's going to, you know, everywhere she lives, she brings in those touches of imperial things, right? She's going to be doing that always, because that's who she is. And I got to do some leveling on her too, because yeah, galleries, what am I looking for? Display art. There's one. I wonder where the other 2 are. Probably under lighting. You know what? Probably under lighting. But these are glorious, aren't they? And I do know I want them back here somewhere. So Oh, they are probably under lighting. Enchanted, perhaps? Well, there's one of them. Now I've got 3 pieces of stained glass. They're all round and they're all in different places. Doesn't that just figure? Wow, so where am I going to find this stuff? I wonder where it is. It's the Brotherhood thing, right? Which might be under, yep, symbolic decor. Okay, so we've got the 3 of them back here now. There's the thing. And where, oh, and the light that pours through, that is so lovely. This one does in the one I have in a home, but it came like that in a house, so maybe that's the difference. I don't know. But these are pretty. So I've got 3. Somebody who works on, we have an artist who works on big, dramatic stained glass pieces. Where is a good place to display them? I mean, I guess we could just do it something like right in here, perhaps, just 3 places along. But I don't know, I feel like they need something. And it's occurred to me, I could do a thing where I use some other, you know, pillars or posts or something and build 3 sort of bases over here to sit them on. Maybe that would be the way to do it. I really haven't given this one. I know I want them, but I haven't given it as much thought as I would like. So what could we do? If we take this, come back here, you little goob. Do. I mean, we could do something like this, but that just, suddenly it's more of a wall than, well, okay, actually that's not bad. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about the arrangement here, the lineup of this, but I mean, they are awfully pretty, aren't they? So what do you think? I'm gonna listen to you guys. I want your comments on this. Do I line them up out here on some sort of base? Or do I just basically tack them along the hallway here so you can just take a walk by and see the light pouring through and all the beautiful colors and things like that? You know, I mean, they'll work either way. I'm absolutely sure this is going to work just fine either way, but what do you think? Lined up like that or over here someplace? See, what will happen if I don't get some opinions on this, I'll end up building everything over here and then going, yeah, I liked it better there in the first place. I know how I do these things, but it would look good out here, wouldn't it? They don't look as big and impressive though. Yeah, see, it's far enough away. They don't have that bang impact. You know what? I think I will leave them over here. Unless you guys tell me otherwise. I may just get really lazy and I'll have to find something that makes them look like they're actually hung up here. That feels like it's an important step, but tuck that in right there? Sure. There we go. I wish that one had the light coming through too. It's so pretty. And there's a couple more pieces of stained glass. One I'm not sure how to, oh, I know one's an antiquity thing because I have a few of them, which perhaps means I can just go buy them. I did not know this because I don't think this was the case before I got sick. But if you have found 3 of any particular antiquity, you can now just go to wherever it is you picked up that lead and buy the thing from an achievement furniture. So if you've gotten 3 of them and you need, 10 more, as is often the case. Maybe it was always that way, but, I missed it. But I was very, very excited to find that out because I needed that very thing last night. This does not look like it's hanging straight, does it? It does not. So tuck this way, sunshine. Is that any better? Yeah, I think so. And like I said, we'll need something to look like it's, framed in there, holding that stuff in place. That's okay. And this one looks a bit wonky-do too, which is odd. But we'll get that sorted. So my artist colony, I have all these new projects. I've got so many things. I've spent a year laying in bed sick, thinking about this stuff occasionally. Okay, I'll be honest, far less than you would imagine, because you just get so sick that you don't think about much of anything. But yeah, there's times where I lay there just imagining what I could do or what I would like to be doing, and I think I'm going to have to go try to find that other stained glass. Now, they're not big round ones like this, and we do seem to kind of have a theme going here, which is kind of cool. And I wish we could put signs up. Wouldn't it be nice to have a little sign under each one? That would be so great. But we don't. So, this is it. The artist colony finally begins a year after buying this house and wishing I could get it started. So I'm pretty hyped about that. And we'll get some sculptures out here. Like I said, we got the clay stuff going. I've got a few other ideas for things to pop in as I can find ways to do it. But this is where it is now. Thank you for being here. I will be doing more housing tours, and I have got so many pieces of furniture and that just need to go in someplace. So I'm going to be getting back to decorating. Thank you guys for being here. Please do a thumbs up and a comment. If you haven't followed yet, come do that. Come hang out, chat. And if you are ever in Twitch, I stream over there 3 days a week. Now I'm back at that too. Fun times. Till I see you next time, guys. Let's try to live our lives happy and build them beautiful. Bye-bye.